Hey everyone, in this video I want to go over Module 4 items. So Module 4 is about chapters 5 and 6 in the textbook, and that's user experience design and web development and design. So take a look at the Module 4 overview and to-do list, all the items that are on there. So you'll see our objectives for the module as well as this video right here and then your to-do list. So as I mentioned a few seconds ago, read chapters 5 and 6, and then take a look at the module force course materials, and then there's a new assignment 5, even as you're working on assignment 4. So let me go back to module 4 course materials. Module 4 course materials has additional information on top of your chapters 5 and 6 reading. So there's that paragraph there. And then here's a video lecture that I just finished editing. So it looks like it's still cooking and hopefully will be ready by the time you uh, look at the module 4 course materials page. And then there are two additional videos on there related to the topic of user experience design and website development and design. So there's that. And then now let's go back to the assignment. So assignment 4, if you'll recall, is a group assignment, and it is about determining your client's needs. So a needs assessment where you will determine the answers to these questions as part of developing the website, because there's really it doesn't make sense to create a website for a client without first asking them what is it that they need, determining that and coming to an agreement about what that is. Now I know in some cases, I remember working in industry, sometimes clients don't know what they don't want until you show them something. And so there is that process behind that. And we have 6 different teams this semester working for 6 different clients, and each one of them has different needs, I would imagine. And then specifically for 3 of you, those will be groups working with me or an organization or something that I'm connected to. And then the other 3 are for other clients, let's say, and also collaborating with another class. So that's what's listed here, the computer science 452 course. So it's kind of everybody's getting a chance to have a different type of experience when it comes to creating a website. So now with assignment 4 established, right, the foundation for knowing exactly what it is that your client needs, then we build on that and do assignment 5, where we will create a mock-up of how we think the website's going to look. So again, that's going to look a little different, the process for this, based on what client you're working with. So I broke it down into 2 sections here. For those working with these groups here, so the ones connected to me, there's nobody else that will be doing this for you. So you will create the mock-up for that. For the homepage or the main page, and then the various sub pages or subsections that will go with that. Because typically, or not typically, but a lot of websites, let's say, have more than one page. And I know for these 3 that that's how I envision it to be. It's not just going to be one home or landing page, because these, I'll tell you now, are meant to be housed within the Athens State University website. So really, technically, it's not the homepage, it's the landing page, but we'll just call it homepage for simplicity. So there'll be this page that serves as the homepage or main page or landing page, and then there will be additional links to other sub pages. So I call them sub pages. So it might be about events, about whatever. So that's yet to be determined, right? So yeah, going back to assignment 5, the specs, you'll be creating how you think it's going to look. And that's going to be different for the different clients because there's going to be like limitations. So for example, for those of you here in this group working with me or groups connected to me, it's going to have to fit within the parameters of the Athens State University website. And then for those of you here, well, besides whatever branding information you might be limited by as far as colors, different things like that, when you're creating or coming up with this concept for their website, so a mock-up of their homepage and different subpages or subsections, well, there's also that part where you are collaborating with colleagues in another class. So this other class, they're actually the ones responsible for the technical aspect, including the mock-up itself. But that's not to say that you can't give your input, especially given your business and your marketing side of things in your studies. And so that's where your expertise and skill and what you're learning will come in. So this will be your opportunity to give feedback on their mock-ups. So in this case, instead of you solely developing these mock-ups, you will you could also I could just say you're providing it, but it'd be great if you all can collaborate on that and agree on, hey, why does this make sense? And so that leads me to the other part of your submission, but I'm getting ahead of myself now that I think about it. So you're creating the mock-ups, and as far as what you can use to create these mock-ups, well, there's a lot of different possibilities, and I'm leaving it up to you to create it in something that works for you, whether you have Adobe products like Illustrator or Photoshop, InDesign, whatever, or maybe you could just use something you're more familiar with, like, or something you have access to, like PowerPoint, Word, Excel. I guess that could work. And then there's also one recommendation. I hope I didn't delete it. Oh, yeah, right here. Oh, nope. I need to change that. Let me do that right now, actually, so I don't forget. Not Canvas, as in what we're using for this course, but canva.com. So that might certainly be an option, or whatever else that you typically use for creating graphics and things of that nature. So just ensure that whatever you create, it's something that can be exported or saved into a typical format that I can then access, whether that's a PDF, a JPEG, TIFF, PNG, all those typical file formats for sharing. So that's one part, right? Your mock-up of the homepage or landing page, main page, and then at least two sub pages or subsections. And then the other part would be a Word document where you explain how you incorporated information from assignment 4, like what from the needs assessment, how did you connect that information with the design that you're presenting? All right, so oh, one more thing. Um, I also put on here to go ahead and start preparing for assignment 6, because assignment 6 will then be actually creating the content that will go on the various pages of the website. And my hope and dream is for week 4 to have those specs for you all, so you already know what assignment 6 will be like, these instructions like this. So that's my goal. I'm recording this Sunday, January 28th, 2023, and there are a lot of things going on for me leading up to Wednesday. And here's the thing about Wednesday, January 31st. So this is my third year. So I'm completing my third year at Athens State University. Well, as part of the whole tenure and promotion process, there's this mid tenure review that happens. And so I have a deadline. I am completing a portfolio to present to the committee responsible for these kind of things as far as tenure and promotion so they could see how I'm doing with my progress with all the different aspects related to getting promoted. And so, yeah, I'm creating my own portfolio myself, right? Like in this course, you all are doing something like that too in one of your assignments where you're creating a portfolio. So I'm doing that myself. So I'm using digital marketing techniques to help me with that. And as I was saying that, I forgot to mention at the very beginning of this video that what you're doing for the clients here, now we're getting into the chapters that are directly connected with that user experience and website development and design. And so now hopefully you could start finding different concepts in the textbook that would help you in this process, because websites are definitely a big part of an organization's digital marketing strategy. Ooh, okay, so with all that said, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions.